Well, the situation in Bukuma community where an explosion occurred causing an unending, inextinguishable fire incident in the community with its attendant hazards and health effects on community dwellers is generating thick reactions both from residents, community leaders and stakeholders alike. It has been months since an explosion at Oil Well 8, oil mining lease 18 operated by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited in Bukuma community of Asari Toru local government area, Rivers State. We understand that the fire as a result of this explosion continues burning unabated, leaving residents and stakeholders frustrated and demanding urgent intervention. Our Niger Delta correspondent Reed Dubozibe brings us the special report on the worsening situation and the calls for action.
In the heart of Bukuma community, a disaster continues to range. Oil Well 8, managed by NNPC under Oil Mining Lease 18, exploded about a month ago, sparking a continuous fire. The environmental disaster has left the community grappling with health hazard, environmental degradation, and economic losses, with over 50 acres of land reportedly ravaged by the inferno.
I need the oil everywhere. The women went there and as if where they go Prayako. They never pick Prayako again because the oil don't kill all the Prayako where they on top the mangrove. Everything don't spoil.
Me, my children, and this is how and the very future. They're gonna help us. Tell government, they see the guys suffer when they suffer. Since morning, at the year, they finance and no one. But this one why I pick them. One of them don't die.
If you can see them, all of them are fishermen. They are different canoe. If you put a net for river, no way, all the fish don't disappear. Even crab, mosquito, nothing.
The situation has drawn the attention of the Joy Youth Council worldwide, which president, during an assessment tour of the affected area, called for better approach to handling such incidents.
It's unbearing. All we have to say is that the NNPC, under the leadership of Mele Kyari, should take it as a matter of national urgency to come and manage the damage that this equipment failure here in Bukuma has caused. And also, immediately set up a team that will carry out comprehensive impact assessment of this incident here and swing into action by restoring the environment that this particular impact has caused so that the living standard and the livelihood of the people can be restored.
Adding his voice, His Royal Highness Asari Dokubo, the Amayana of the source, Torosurama Piri in Degema local government area, accused oil companies of blaming host community instead of addressing equipment failures.
This is a crime against humanity. It is an intended genocide. It is an example of what is to come, what the plan is for our people. Because you cannot, up to now, the fire is raging. They should be held responsible and accountable for what has taken place and for the resultant consequences of the diseases, of the sickness, of all sorts that will come. They should pay reparation to the people.
However, a representative from the Office of the National Security Advisor attributed the incident to sabotage and oil theft, a claim the community rejects.
The president is very clear that there should be zero illegal bunkering activities in Nigeria. And the National Security Advisor is not resting. He has been working day and night to ensure that the president's directive is carried out in full. That is why he has mandated a team from the ONSA, the government security agent, and the operators to come here and for we to have on-the-spot assessment of what is happening and see how we can quickly bring normalcy to this area. We want to advise the community. Let you know that their actions and inactions have consequences. That they can no longer sit down and watch these criminals to come into their community, destroy the environment, and sabotage the Nigerian economy. It's not going to be business as usual. The president is very angry. The national security advisor is very, very angry and is doing everything to ensure that the president's directive is carried out. So when you look at the environment, what tells you that this is a den of bunkering activities? So it's not about effort or no effort. What is happening here is that the community allow the criminals to come into this place to destroy the environment and to sabotage the Nigerian economy. Assuming but not considering that you said it's not the effort. What brought the effort? It's because of the illegal activities here. So the issue is not about throwing blame. It's for we to solve the problem, to ensure that it does not repeat itself again.
Some people will say it's my youth, but I am saying categorically, I'm in the village. I'm there in December when this incident happened. It's typically equipment failure. Their equipment needs servicing. Aquatic lives have been damaged. Even some of our boats that we are using to go to fishing and all that, if you look at it, there's no way to even use them again. Our water is being polluted. We don't have any sort of livelihood. We are just water people. We are riverine people. That's why our mothers, our fathers go to fishing, go to periwinkle, go to bush to bring animals and fishes for them to sell so that they will earn a living. Even that noise that gas is making, if you are here in the morning, early hours, our elderly women, 80-something, 70-something, they are complaining. Most of them are having PP. We are pleading the government to invite the necessary agencies for JIV and all that so that they can stop this thing before we now talk of the damage.
River, all the spill goes across to the community.
In a news conference at Degema Town Hall, the regent of the Kalabari Kingdom, Dr. Charles Nobari, issued a passionate appeal to the federal government and state governments.
Now, while we are not here to categorically say, oh, this is the cause, but you know that we all know that three main causes could be either one or all of them working together, or any of the three alone or working together. First, we are aware that over this oil production has been here here from Oloibiri in 1956, and then of course they came to our side here in the 60s. As a child here, so early before, much before the war. It's something that we know. So all the activities are all around here. So some of those oil facilities and pipes are weak now. So the tendency is anything can happen. So it could be from there. It could also be from illegal bunkering, criminal illegal bunkering, which as a community, the regent has said, we detest it. We reject it. Anybody who is doing that, any of our sons doing that, should know that we as a people, we reject that criminal activity. Stop it. So that's number 2. Then number 3, which is very key. You know, the military, while trying to disperse these criminal activities, come with helicopter gunships, and they will shoot. When they are shooting, it could hit the illegal refineries, but it's machine. Anything can happen. It can.
During that December, before the company came, before they were damaged, there was a helicopter that came on Saturday. I've forgotten the date, but if I go to I will bet on Saturday the helicopter came and shot the well. The fire was caused by the company that was trying to put it in order.
Hasn't happened until the military invasion. The first one and the second one. So you're accusing the military? I am not accusing. They did it. They know it. It's not an accusation. At least I have the second video of the military invasion. So it's not an accusation. It's not an accusation. It is, they did it. They know it. They said there are camps here. Where are the camps? Close to the manifold. Can you see any camp close to the manifold, but they shot at a very low altitude, and this happened. And we called for support. We called on the federal government to at least end the spillage. They didn't. They came again the second time this year, when people were jubilating, happy that we have moved from 2024 to 2025. People were jubilating. They came again and shot again. Then you say it's not sabotage. This is pure federal government issue. This is a pure it's a pure company issue.
The prolonged fire has become a symbol of the larger challenges facing the Niger Delta: environmental negligence, insufficient regulation, and a strained relationship between oil companies and host community. Residents are calling for an independent investigation into the explosion, immediate measure to extinguish the fire, and compensation for affected communities. As Bukuma burns, the pressure remains. Will the authority and oil companies rise to the occasions or leave another Niger Delta community to its fate? Du Bois Baby, Niger Delta Today.
Oh, there you have it, a report by our Niger Delta correspondent Reed, bringing us up to speed with happenings within Bukuma oil spill. And it is only hoped that as the Red Chamber, that is the Senate, wades into this issue, it would lead to a change and succor to the people of Bukuma. Well, it's really a sad one there. And it might seem as though there is not really enough or significant responses to ensuring that these issues are addressed. And as long as these issues continue, you would see that it's going to affect the livelihood of the people, talking about fishing,
going to the
farming, and even the water bodies would be affected. But then, that's the size of Niger Delta today. Many thanks for staying tuned. Remember that you can track all our activities on all our social media platforms, of which you can find on our website, adbntv.com. My name is Xavier Roberts, wishing you a terrific weekend.
And I am Sifonode. Join us again next week. Good afternoon.